And an opportunity for these guys to get loose. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Here are the five for the Lakers. We've got Marcus Smart. Jake LaRavia is out there with James. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Doncic in at the point. Now here's Doncic. 4 on the clock, and he buries his first look. Two teams tonight trying to elevate to mid-season form, Grant, and really start to push to control each game.
And that gets more and more difficult as fatigue mounts. The travel miles climb and games just tighten up. But you know, BA, you just got to push through all of that and keep playing your best ball.
LaRavia outside. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 5 points.
Doncic's always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
Pass to Gafford. And here's Washington. Back to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's James. Following the score by Dallas. Los Angeles needs to get off the shot. And it's Smart missing. And Dallas with possession. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, BA, he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the score by Dallas. Doncic passes to Smart. Ayton, a screen on Washington. Pass to LaRavia. There's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Now Washington. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Gafford with a screen on James. Washington. And again, it's Dallas.
Well, Washington's a very capable shooter now. What I like about him is he takes good shots.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and Coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. We can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes comes in for James, and Rui Hachimura subbed in for LaRavia. Pass to Hayes. Here's Ayton. To stop the drought. Gafford with the block. Outside Christie. Gafford up top. Pulls up at the elbow. And it's Flagg missing. Lakers trail by 3. Hachimura outside. Smart finds Ayton. Doncic outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Clark, the Luka trade is perhaps the most shocking in NBA history. What was your initial reaction?
Oh, I was surprised, just like everybody else, BA. I don't know anybody who wasn't surprised about it. You think about Luka and how he has produced in his time in the NBA. He appeared to be the face of the franchise for the Mavericks. But apparently there was some concern about his defensive effort and also perhaps his conditioning level not being where it needed to be for him to continue to play at the level he's been playing at.
That's good from Doncic. And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, BA, but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Robinson Earl comes in for Washington, and it's Nembhard in for Marshall. He's off on the second. And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Now here's Vincent. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Here's Doncic. He nails it, and we're tied. Doncic has got 8. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Outside Christie. They set the pick. Pass to Flag. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Lakers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Hayes.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Flag. Launches a 3. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Klay Thompson is out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Nembhard in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Vincent. Still no points. And out of bounds, the Mavericks will take it. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Sunday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for their matchup with the Hornets, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
Robinson Earls checked in for the Mavericks. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past head coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Back over to you.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's James. Nice work inside from James.
You can tell LeBron values getting quality shots because he knows how much they're worth, and he's willing to fight for them.
On the wing, Nembhard. He's covered by Vincent, and Nembhard is good for 3. Nembhard's got 6 in the quarter.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. He's checked in for Robinson Earl. Flag comes in for Thompson, and it's Marshall in for Russell. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Smart's checked in for Hachimura, and Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Smart for three. Doesn't go that time. Dallas leading by 4. Grant, looking at Cooper Flag. His versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And here's Flag outside. Offensive rebound. Washington, a screen on Doncic. The shot by Nembhard, no good. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. The Mavericks have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Back to Nembhard. Washington outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Flag. Hits the jump hook. Flag's got 6.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Christie comes in for Nembhard. And then for Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Kleba. Laravius subbed in for LeBron. And it's the Mavericks ball. A big stretch here going, 10-2. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
You know what's happening, man. Here comes your king and crew.
Now to see the story for Luka Doncic. Pass to Flag. Back to Marshall. Washington outside. Here's Flag, guarded by Doncic. Wide open look. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James's game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole whole team out. Back over to you.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Flag outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Here's Christie. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Flag. Christie with the ball. He's scoreless. 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Here's Marshall. Pure from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Smart looking around. Pass to Doncic. Back to Smart. This one for 3. And Smart nails the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Dallas on top, up 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Arena Entertainment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. And now let's discuss that first half. The Mavs in a tight one.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Dallas leading by 4. Clark, last season, the Lakers reached 50 wins for the 34th time in franchise history. An incredible number.
Yeah, that's a big-time number, and only the Celtics have more 50-plus win seasons with 37 total, and I think the difference in championships is between these two franchises, the Celtics with 18 and the Lakers with 17. Consistent greatness for both franchises, clearly. 2 pillars of the league.
Second half underway. Here's who J.J. Redick's got on the floor. LeBron James out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Dallas shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Marshall passes to Christie. Now here's Washington. Knocks down the long J. Washington's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
James finds Smart. Back to James. From deep. Christie with a rebound. The Mavericks lead by 7. Pass to Gafford. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. To the right side, the three from Washington. The shot off that time. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Laravia, it's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Los Angeles shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
One shot. And that one misses. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Flag. And here's Washington. Here's Flag for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
I didn't care for his shot selection that time. He needs to let the game come to him a little bit. Just relax, take your time, son.
James outside. Doncic finds Smart. Three-pointer off the mark.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
Pass to Marshall. Now here's Gafford. He's guarded closely. Here's Flag. Let's go with a 3. They get it back.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Nembhard's checked in. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now, that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. James outside. Off target with the 3.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding, especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Marshall. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. And it's Washington missing. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Max Christie picks one up.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. Doncic hits them both. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third quarter here. Up top, Nembhard. Marshall outside. Pass to Christie. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Clock at 4. Nembhard for 3. Rebound by the Lakers.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Smart passes to Doncic. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kleba comes in for James. Connects checked in for Smart. And Vincent is subbed in for Luka Doncic. On defense, Los Angeles. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. From outside the arc, they get it back. Pass to Christie. Thompson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Nembhard for 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lakers trail by 3. Outside connect. There's the screen. He shoots. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That's good from Nembhard. Nembhard hits them both. 7 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The 3, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Mavericks on top, leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Thompson and Flagg make up the 2 forward spots. Then it's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
The shot by Russell, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Hachimura outside. For 3, James. James from distance. Easy work.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Russell, the pass to Nembhard. Here's Flagg. This one for 3. He drops it from range. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Hayes, the pass to James. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Nembhard finds Russell. Good work defensively by James.
A good score around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Hachimura sets a screen. Here's Vincent. The shot's good on the assist by James.
3 points.
Vincent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. For a different look here. Aiden, he's checked in for Hayes. Laravia comes in for Hachimura. Smart's checked in for Kleber. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Gafford. Here's Flagg. Bucket is good!
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 3-point game. Gafford against Aiden. James fires! No! They're unable to get the tying basket there.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Washington. Let's loose for 3. Oh, the shot is off. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's James.
2 minutes remaining to the game.
Bucket! Straight in!
There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Here's Flagg, guarded by Doncic. Doncic's there for the rebound. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. And he powers it down, one-handed.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
A minute 29 left in the fourth. Cooper flag! Can't get the three.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Arabia outside. Now James. Ayton. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Flag, guarded by Doncic. That's a man on a mission right there.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot. No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Now Washington. Doncic for the block. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
That misses. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Take a break. 2 seconds.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 5. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Flag. Oh, smart with a rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Talk about much in the clutch. Big trip to the line there.
And they go to the intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both, and it's a 9-point game here.
Making all of those. Putting this game in the refrigerator.
So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
LeBron, tell me about the importance of how this team closed things out down the stretch.
In the fourth quarter, we turned up our defense and we executed offensively. We finally made some shots on the perimeter in the fourth quarter, and it allowed us to get back into the game and take control late.
What a great fourth quarter. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Luka Doncic.